Hi guys, it's Viara here at Archipath. Welcome back to another video, and today we're going to talk about everything you need to know before studying architecture, student edition. So you're thinking about studying architecture. You've seen the aesthetic models, the cool drawing, and the dramatic studios, and you're wondering, what is it really like? Yes, it can be demanding, but it's also one of the most creative and rewarding paths that you can choose. If you're curious, motivated, and ready to design your future, this video is for you. Architecture is not just about building, it's also about people and forming community. It's about how we live, move, and connect to certain spaces. You get to imagine spaces that can change lives, from public buildings to individual houses, and even entire communities. It's a career full of variety, creativity, and purpose. Before you start, ask yourself these 3 questions. Do I like solving challenges? Do I get excited by how design can shape everyday life? If the answer is yes, then you're in the right place. Architecture school or university is unlike any other program. It combines creativity, problem solving, and even storytelling. Here's what to expect. Studio projects are at the heart of the course. You will design everything from small shelters all the way to urban cities. Critiques, often called crits, are a form of way for you to showcase your work at the end of your design and get feedback from your tutors. Some crits may even have external guests, such as architects, that help provide a different experience and a different point of view to help you improve your design. It might sound intense, but it helps you grow and helps you see architecture in a different way. You will make lots of drawings and models throughout, especially during first year, where most of the design focuses on hand drawing and developing your craft. And later on, for example, second and third year, you're more likely to learn 3D software such as Revit, Rhino, SketchUp, whatever software you prefer. Typically, I'd say from my own experience, it really depends on what uni you go to, what software they introduce you, and yeah, also based on your own preference. You'll also study theory and history that will help you inform your design from various topics and eras, such as Georgian, Victorian, classical, and so on. Even though sometimes, especially at the start, architecture can feel quite overwhelming, but every project teaches you something new, and you get to improve. And every single project, from my own personal experience, it gives me a lot of pride seeing the finished product and seeing like, wow, look how much I achieved, and following the design from the start, which would often be some messy sketch, all the way to a nice finished render drawing. Especially for first years, I'd just say experiment as much as you can, draw as much as you can. Like, I have so many like rolls of tracing paper and sketches that I did, and just, they don't even have to be good. It could just be a quick rough sketch, a scribble that just showcases your design. Yeah, like this is literally just a 1-2 minute sketch showcasing my ideas, and also labeling your designs as well to showcase your ideas or your thinking. Your development process really helps in terms of how you're thinking, and it also helps your tutors understand your design. Yeah, so one of these tracing paper roll, lifesaver, especially during first year. I went through, I guess, probably 1 or 2 a year, but yeah, it's really nice, especially in the roll format. Just makes it so much easier to use, and you can just take off as much as you want, rather than if you have like a big sheet that you have to carry everywhere. This like fits really well, compact in your bag. So this is a good one. I'd say I mainly got it off either Amazon or eBay, which is if you haven't started yet and want some ways to prepare, I'd say start by sketching and observing. Say if you like a particular space outside that you like the look of, just start by maybe doing a 5 or 10 minute sketch just to get your ideas flowing, and using a pen or pencil, whatever you prefer, more confidently, and just helps your brain think and develop faster. And also maybe observe some of the buildings and notice how they look in terms of certain detail or materials, or even how a certain space makes you feel. And I'd say don't stress too much with experimenting with 3D tools. Get the basics going through hand drawing, and then when you feel comfortable already, move on to the more 3D programs. And I'd say keep some sort of journal or sketchbooks of maybe your favorite architects or buildings or even materials, so then later on you can refer to them and see where you can get inspirations from your own projects. Another tip is just to stay curious and ask loads of questions, especially during first year, where not many people have got the chance to experience architecture. And just ask your tutor questions, no matter how small or silly it might sound at first. I'm sure they'd be able to help you along the way, as they know you're learning, and they can even learn from you and gain a different perspective. And also another tip that sometimes is overlooked is get your rest and limit all-nighters. I know a lot of students glorify all-nighters, but personally, if I'm working at 50% of being less efficient, then I wouldn't be able to produce work that is to a good standard. So just take care of yourself and make sure to get enough rest. Even though deadlines are important, just try to have a balance of the two. For example, I often went to bed quite early, so I'd instead of working late, I'd get up slightly earlier to get those hours beforehand, which really helped as well. And you get a bit of free time in the afternoon if you get more done in the morning as well. But I know it can be different for each person, so do what's best for you. And even if you get partway during second or third year and you're still unsure if you want to be an architect or not, there's still other careers that you can go into that are not architecture based. You can go into the construction industry, you can go to like illustration. I know people that have gone to do like video game design, sets like that, photography, film. There's all sorts of industries that you can go into that sometimes is not spoken about in architecture. But yeah, just know that it's not just limited to being an architect, and just follow what you're passionate about. It makes the process a whole lot easier along the way. Just to round off the video, I'd say 1, stay curious. 2, practice your hand drawing. Even if you're confident, it really helps to continue that process. 4, ask questions and get feedback from your tutors and even your friends as well, since everyone's in the same position and the tutors are more likely, they're there to help you, so use them while you can. And then just stay creative, and if you're really passionate about something, and if you want to make it a focus of your project, then I'd really recommend that, as you're more likely to try your best than compared to something you're not as passionate about. Thank you everyone! Thank you Elmar!